We're in between games where the Dordt defenders have just defeated Concordia 80-66. The defenders are now 27-2 this season. Other contests, Northwestern leads Hastings at halftime 39-38. Dakota Wesleyan leads Doane 35-33. That is also, well, that's just started with the second half, I believe. Briar Cliff is up on Morningside 49-20. That is at halftime as well. Men's basketball, Northwestern leads Briar Cliff 46-37. Morningside leads Dakota Wesleyan 44-29. Concordia leads Midland in men's play 40-31. You're listening to KIHK and the Dordt Media Network. We await the result of that Northwestern Hastings game, and we'll be able to finish out the bracket probably by about halftime of the men's game. But right now, as I told you, it's a one-point ball game. Northwestern leading Hastings by a point at the break. And I'm joined here and post-game by Coach Bill Harmson, Dordt defender, women's basketball coach. Dordt comes away with an 80-66 win over the Concordia Bulldogs, and well, you didn't need overtime this time.
Yeah, I mean, what an incredible game. Hard fought. I thought Concordia was really good tonight. They shot the ball really well, and it was fun to see us show a little grit tonight, and a little toughness that I thought we were lacking a little bit on Saturday. And so just tremendous defensive effort, I thought, by our team today, and I thought we kept Concordia kind of off rhythm a little bit. And tell you what, Liv Harrison was dialed in today and just had a tremendous defensive game. And Ellie Lems gets her first career double-double today. For those sophomores, starting to experience tournament time and playing meaningful minutes. I couldn't be happier for those guys.
Coming in, we knew Kendall Brigham makes this team go. She's the point guard. You got to limit her, and at some point she's going to start looking for her own offense. You really were able to limit her, and was that, I guess, what was your defensive game plan going into today's game with Concordia? I can say what I think I saw, but I'm curious what your game plan was coming into the game.
Yeah, well, with a kid like Brigham, you just kind of hope to contain her, and you certainly don't want to give her anything rhythm behind the three-point line, and it's really hard to stay in front of her, so we tried to throw more jerseys at her. We tried to have the paint packed just a little bit more with our defensive players, and then try not to give them second opportunities, because when we played them last time, those offensive rebounds, and you think of today, the number of times that they got an offensive rebound, or we turned it over before the half line, usually resulted in something really positive for them, and that happened again today. So we tried not to do those things, Mike. We tried to make things difficult. We tried to make her give the ball up a little bit earlier, and I just thought Liv and Gracie and Willow and Stella and Brooke and Macy, I thought those six just did an awesome job defensively today.
You forced Concordia into 24 three-pointers. They make 10 of them. Were you willing to, I want to say roll the dice, but take your chances with them shooting threes, or is that something?
We certainly didn't want them to score at the foul line, right? And we didn't want the game to slow down. But we knew we were going to give up some threes, but we certainly didn't want to give up 10 makes in our gym. And that's something, and it'll be good to go back and look at the tape to see how that happened. We had 3 of them in the first half and 1 in the second half where we were close, but not close enough. And just getting a hand in the face at 4 feet isn't good enough in tournament action or in any time with our in the GPAC. So something that we got to continue to work on, Mike. It's something we have to continue to address.
Obviously, there is the motivation of postseason, but I doubt that your team will have difficulty getting motivated for either opponent that comes on Saturday. It's going to be Northwestern or Hastings, and Northwestern played you extremely tough the last time. Hastings got you at their place a few weeks ago. Whoever it is, it's going to be a very capable opponent on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, 2 great teams, and again, this GPAC tournament with the 8 teams that are in, everybody can beat everybody, and they're just great teams and great coaches, and Northwestern presents its challenges, and And Hastings presents its challenges, and they're two opposite ends of the spectrum. And so it'll be really fun, to see, the second half of that game, and then just to, watch our young coaching staff dial in. And this was Tiff's scout tonight, and she did a super job with it. And it'll be fun to watch those guys dial into those details, and then to start revealing those details to our team tomorrow. We just got to stay healthy, Mike. We got to get rid of some of this sickness that's going around again, and we got to get rid of, and we also got to stay physically healthy too, with no sprained ankles, and we just got to keep this thing going forward here.
Coach, I will let you go. I know you want to catch that second half, so I'll let you go there, and we will catch up with you again before Saturday.
Okay, Mike. Thanks for everything.
That is Coach Bill Harmson talking about today's contest, and I didn't mention the player of the game, so we're going to do that right now. And we have got to find my script. This one is not ingrained in my memory yet. Today's player of the game brought to you by Ross Hoekstra, with State Farm serving Sioux County in the tri-state area. Call Ross at 712-722-0806 for all your insurance needs. Stop by the Sioux Center office next to Dairy Queen. State Farm player of the game today, Macy Sievers. Macy Sievers, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, and 3 steals in 37 minutes of play. She is your player of the game today for the Dordt Defenders, and we thank Ross Hoekstra for sponsoring that player of the game. So that's going to do it officially for the women's portion of our broadcast. We turn the page now and get set for the men's contest. And as we do that, it is time to shuffle the notes and take a look at the matchup. First of all, for the Mount Marty Lancers, 10-16 overall, 7-13 in the conference. They played those 20 games and went 7-13. They're getting outscored 76-73. They're allowing 48% success from the floor. They're making 49%, so advantage Mount Marty, 49-48 shooting percentage. Three-point shooting, advantage opponents, 38-33. Rebounding, advantage Mount Marty, 31-28. Turnovers, advantage opponents. Teams give it up 12 times against the Lancers. Mount Marty forces 13 turnovers per contest. Critical wins for the Mount Marty Lancers this year in league play. They beat Midland 81-71, beat Waldorf 71-67, beat Hastings 72-47, nipped Waldorf 74-70 the second time around, beat Doane 75-73 the second time around, handled Hastings 58-54 the second time through, and then beat Briar Cliff 80-69. They're led by Tosh Lunde, 20.7 points and 8.7 rebounds per game. Brandon Garcia is averaging 9.2 points per game with 4 assists. Sutton Arend is at 8.5 points per game. For the Defenders, 26-2 this season. Their losses are to Concordia and Morningside, 99-72 and 88-74. The Defenders are outscoring teams 91-73, outshooting teams 53-45% from the floor. 3-point field goals, 39% for the Defenders, 33% for opponents. Dordt has a 35-33 rebounding edge. They commit 9 turnovers and they force 14 turnovers per game. Dordt has narrow wins this season over Northwestern, 81-79, Doane 99-93, Morningside 87-82, Dakota Wesleyan 77-74. Those last 3 games in succession to close the year. Dordt's led by Lucas Lorenzen with 22.2 points per game. Bryce Kopic, 15.1 points per contest. Connor Milliken, 11. Jake Hargens, 8. Luke Rankin, 8.8. Ben Fairclough, 7.1. Mount Marty lost to Concordia 88-74 in Yankton on February 22. Sutton Arend had 17 points. Tosh Lunde, 15. Damon Opdahl scored 14 points with 5 steals. For the Defenders, Lucas Lorenzen and Bryce Kopic had 16 and 21 respectively as the Defenders fought off Dakota Wesleyan at the Corn Palace 77-74 on Saturday. Let's take a 2-minute break and we'll be back with a rundown of the starting lineups and opening tap right after this 1-minute timeout.
German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at germanfarmers.com.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek.
Hey Defender Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender Way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000 member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders.
Here's your starting lineup. First of all, for the Mount Marty Lancers, they will start number 2, Damon Opdahl. He is a 6'1" sophomore from Summit, South Dakota, averaging 6.3 points per game. Rugby Riken is a 6'1" sophomore from Yankton, South Dakota, averaging 4.5 points per outing. Number 14 is Tosh Lunde, 6'6" junior from Flanger, South Dakota, averaging 20.7 points per outing. Jared Lopez is a 6'6" senior from Lincoln, Nebraska, averaging 7 points per game. And Sutton Arend is a 6'4" sophomore from Emory, South Dakota, averaging 8.5 points per game. Again, it'll be Opdahl, Riken, Lunde, Lopez, and Arend for the Mount Marty Lancers and head coach Colin Authier. For the Dordt Defenders, it'll be their regular starting 5. Luke Rankin is a 5'10" senior from Grimes, Iowa, averaging 8.8 points per game. Connor Milliken is a 6' sophomore from Springfield, Nebraska. He averages 11 points per game. He wears number 1. Number 2 is Bryce Kopic, a 5'11" senior from Hawarden, Iowa, averaging 15.1 points per game. Number 3 is Lucas Lorenzen, a 6'4" junior from Milford, Iowa, averaging 22.2 points per outing. And number 35 will be a 6'8" senior from Perth, Australia, averaging 7.1 points per game. He is Ben Fairclough. Dordt is coached by Brian Van Haften. Dordt is 26-2 overall. They finished the league year 18-2. Off of the bench, we anticipate seeing Jake Proctor for the Defenders. He's a 6'3" sophomore from Heston, Kansas. Jake Hargan's a 6'3" sophomore from Greenville, Iowa, averaging 8 points per game. Xavier Van Beek, 6' senior, Harrisburg, South Dakota. Tyler Prinz, 6'2" senior, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Ty Vadessen, 6'5" junior, Sheldon, Iowa. The Dordt Defenders in their home whites. Black numbers trimmed in yellow. The Mount Marty Lancers in those powder blue uniforms. Yellow Lancers in block lettering across the chest. And they've got yellow numbers as well, trimmed in white. We are set for basketball. It'll be Dordt versus Mount Marty for the right to move on to the semifinals against the winner of the Dakota Wesleyan Morningside contest being played this evening in Sioux City. Dordt with the basketball, and we are underway with play. The Defenders pass it into the corner, and it's tapped away by the Lancers. Out of bounds, last touch by Mount Marty. It will be Dordt basketball. So Dordt to throw it in. And throwing it in, Lucas Lorenzen. Lorenzen gets it into Rankin. Rankin with the ball, right side, Kopic. Kopic to Fairclough. Fairclough gives it back to Milliken. Milliken to Lorenzen. Lorenzen with it on the wing. Lorenzen drives the lane, hands it off to Fairclough. Missed it. Shot no good. Tap in no good. Loose basketball picked up by Lorenzen. Lorenzen triple top of the key. Good. Lucas Lorenzen with the 3 after Fairclough was able to get it outside for the 3-point shot for Lorenzen. And the Dordt Defenders score first, 3-0. 3-0 our score. Lancer basketball, Lunde to the hoop, shot no good, rebound cleared by Lorenzen. Lorenzen with the basketball, he hands it off to Rankin. Rankin up the floor, Rankin throws right corner, Milliken. Milliken comes back over to Rankin. Rankin to Lorenzen. Lorenzen spins it back over to Fairclough, hands it off Rankin out front. 15 to shoot for the Defenders. Back to Kopic. Kopic puts it on the deck, rises up, mid-range jumper, missed it, no good. And the rebound is taken away by Rugby Riken. Riken up the floor with it. He throws it to the trailer, Lunde. Lunde shot off the glass, good. Tosh Lunde with the 2-point basket, that is. Top of the key 3 again for Lorenzen. Cash. Second 3 of the ball game. Dordt leads 6-2. Dordt showing pressure defense. This is that picking people up at full court. There's no real design to it, just full court man-to-man. Milliken guarding Reichen. Pass right side over to Opdahl. Opdahl with it. Opdahl guarded by Lorenzen. And Lancers throw it away. It'll be Dordt basketball. So Dordt gets the basketball back. And throwing it in will be Bryce Kopic. Well, looks like the live stats are on the fritz again. Those servers must be overloaded. With it on the right-hand side, Rankin. Rankin at the elbow. Rankin back outside Milliken into the corner. Kopic. Kopic lost the dribble. And here comes Lundy. Lundy over the basketball. Lundy gives right side Reichen. Reichen with it. Reichen goes to Lundy. Lundy puts it on the deck, down to the baseline. Shot is blocked by Milliken. Rebound defenders. Here comes Rankin. Rankin on the fly, doesn't have the numbers, and throws it up into the stands. Don't see that very often. That one ends up about 4 or 5 rows deep. Well, it looks like Rock Valley is going to advance to the state tournament in girls basketball. They're up by 18, entering the 4th quarter in that game on Sioux Ritmo as part of the group of stations that make up Sioux County Radio. KIHK part of that. With it out front, this is Rugby Reichen. Reichen throws into the corner. Lundy. Lundy against Lorenzen, trying to bump his way into the paint. Shot up, no good. Rebound deflected and picked up by Mount Marty. No, they say a Dordt player tapped it out of bounds. Lucas Lorenzen taps it off of the end line. It'll be Mount Marty basketball. 6-2 our score. 17-15 remaining here in the first half. They throw it over the top. Opdahl chases it down near midcourt, gets it to Lundy. 15 seconds to shoot. Lundy guarded by Lorenzen. Gets a ball screen. Fairclough picks him up. Lundy into the lane. Lundy gives it up. Arend with it, guarded by Milliken. Puts up the 15-footer from the elbow, no good. Rebound taken away by the defenders as Dordt contests it. They go right side back to Kopic. Kopic lost it, comes back to Rankin. Right side Fairclough. Fairclough with it underneath Lorenzen. Lorenzen through the lane. Lundy able to bump him out. Lorenzen on the right side, 15 to shoot. Baseline jumper, missed it, no good. Rebound controlled by the Lancers and Lopez. Lopez gets it up the floor to Reichen. Reichen with it on the right-hand side. Rugby Reichen down to the baseline, guarded there by Rankin. Rankin doesn't give any ground. He takes it away. Luke with the basketball. Here comes Rankin. Rankin passes right side, intended for Lorenzen. Tapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Lancers. It'll be Dordt basketball. So the defenders will inbound. This is Milliken. Milliken to throw it in about 10 feet up on the baseline. Right side, I should say 10 feet up on the sideline from the baseline. Rankin back over to Milliken. 20 to shoot for Dordt. Kopic shakes right, goes left, cut off. Kick out pass out front, Milliken. Milliken top of the key three, rattles it, no good, and it pops out. Rebound controlled by Arend. Arend, long pass ahead to Lundy. Lundy into the paint against Fairclough. Shot high off of the glass, and Lundy gets it to go with it high off of the window. Dordt leads 6-4. Coming back the other way is Rankin. Rankin with the ball. Rankin comes back to Lorenzen. Lorenzen right side to Fairclough. Fairclough picks it up near midcourt. 20 to shoot. Comes back right side Milliken. Milliken back to Kopic. Kopic with it at the top of the key. Right side Milliken. Milliken puts it on the deck. Milliken, and he is pushed on the play. Foul called against the Lancers and Jared Lopez. Lopez whistled for foul number 1. Well, a vocal contingent of fans made their way from Mount Marty for today's contest. They are seated in front of me to my left, right behind the Mount Marty bench. Bryce Kopic to throw it in for the defenders. Kopic looking, in danger of a 5 seconds call, gets it into the corner to Vanessen. Ty Vanessen checked in at the last break. Dordt driving in Lorenzen. Lorenzen finishes at the rim. He's got 8. Dordt leads 8-4. Concordia basketball as we approach the 5-minute mark of the first half. 5 minutes gone, that is. Left side pass, it goes to Arend. Arend with it. Arend gives it up to Lundy. Lundy with the basketball, driving in against Proctor. Lundy puts it up, gets it to go off of the glass, good. Tosh Lundy with 6 points. Dordt leads 8-6. Kopic out front. Kopic, Proctor into the corner of Vanessen. Vanessen, 3, missed it, no good. And the rebound is cleared by Mount Marty and Riken. Riken with the basketball. He gives it back over to Arendt. Arendt back to Riken. Riken with the basketball, guarded there by Proctor. They pass it. Lopez. Lopez out front. Lopez to Opdahl. Opdahl. Dordt brings the double team. On the pass out front, it's taken away by Proctor. He's got Kopic open. Feeds it to Kopic. Layup with the right hand, good. Bryce Kopic with a 2-point bucket. Dordt leads 10-6 after the turnover by Mount Marty. As Dordt brought the double team, they tried to kick it out of the double team, and Jake Proctor was there to take it away. Back the other way we go. Riken with the basketball, guarded there by Kopic. Dordt switches on the screen out front. They pass left side, Opdahl. Opdahl guarded there by Hargens. Jake into the ball game at the last dead ball as well. They come back right side, Riken, 9 to shoot. Riken picks up his dribble. Back to Lunde. Lunde 5 to shoot. Long triple on the way is up, missed it, no good. But the loose basketball picked up by Sutton Arend. Arend with the 2-point bucket. Dordt leads 10-8. 10-8 Dordt. Kopic with it out front. Kopic right side to Vanessen. Vanessen, Lorenzen. Lorenzen with it on the right-hand side. Puts it on the deck. Puts it off the glass. No good. Rebound cleared by Arend. Here comes Mount Marty. Lancers with the basketball. 13:25 remaining. Left side pass goes to Riken. Riken with the basketball. Riken comes back right side. Opdahl. Opdahl into the paint. Kick out pass Lunde. Lunde. Lunde stripped away by Hargens, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mount Marty. It'll be Dordt basketball. So the Dordt defenders will get the basketball back. Luke Rankin will check into the contest. Now that women's game between Northwestern and Hastings going down to the wire, it appears. Fourth quarter, Northwestern leads 60-59 as they get about 10 minutes remaining in that one. With the basketball, Luke Rankin. Rankin gives it off, drives in with the left hand, kicks it over to Proctor deep in the right corner. Proctor to Hargens. Hargens off of the glass, missed it, no good. Rebound cleared by Mount Marty. Mount Marty, Lunde. Lunde puts it up off of the glass, spins it off, no good. Loose basketball, and now a foul called from behind, and Tosh Lunde is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So Tyler Prinz whistled for the personal foul for the defenders. That is their first foul. Both teams with 1 foul now. Lundy will go to the free throw line. He's an 80% free throw shooter, averaging 20.7 points per game. 6'6" junior from Flandreau, South Dakota. First one on the way for Lundy is up and good. He's got 7. And another free throw on the way for Lundy. So Lundy trying to tie the game at 10. 12:46 remaining in the first half. Second free throw is up and good, so Lundy makes them both, and we have our first tie of the ball game. Lundy with 8 of his team's 10. And we head back the other way. Brandon Garcia checked in at the last break as well. Rankin directing traffic. Gets a ball screen out front from Proctor. Rankin out front, Vanessen. Vanessen left side, Rankin. Rankin with the basketball, Hargens. Hargens might have dragged his pivot foot. No call made. They give it up. Vanessen into the corner. Prinz, 7 to shoot for the defenders. Rankin, no look pass into the corner. Vanessen. Vanessen 3, no good. Rebound, Hargens, and Hargens is fouled on the play. Jared Lopez whistled for his second personal. It's team foul number 2 against the Lancers, and Dordt will inbound the basketball left side of the lane as we face the hoop. Throwing the ball in will be Rankin. Luke to throw it. And Rankin throws out front to Prinz. Prinz with the basketball. Got a little shove from Jake Jensen. Pass now to Hargens. Hargens puts it on the deck. Hargens shovels it outside Prinz. Prinz back to Rankin. Rankin with the basketball. Luke throws it right side. Vanessen. Vanessen draws contact, gets the shot to go, and he is fouled. Ty Vanessen, after missing a couple of threes, puts the ball on the deck, gets fouled in the act of shooting, finishes with the shot. And that foul is charged to the Mount Marty Lancers, and Acott. Free throw on the way for Vanessen, left it short, no good. It's 12-10 defenders. Mount Marty with the basketball, 11:53 remaining here in the first half. Bringing the basketball up is Reichen, guarded by Prinz. Dordt in man-to-man defense. They pass it out front, Garcia. Garcia against Rankin. Dordt brings a double team. Hargan spears at it, can't come away with it. Goes back over to Garcia. Garcia into the paint. His turnaround, missed it, no good. Rebound, Prinz, lost it. Never had possession of it, so I think it'll get reset to 20. So the shot clock reset to 20. Tyler Prinz unable to latch on to that one cleanly, and the ball goes out of bounds. Mount Marty gets the ball back. Throwing the ball in will be Rugby Reichen. Reichen left side of the lane as we pass it in to, and Hargens takes it away. Hargens gets it ahead to Rankin, and Rankin a little too overeager, throws it away. And the Lancers will bring the basketball up the floor. Brandon Garcia with it. Garcia guarded out front by Hargens. Garcia has it. He goes back to Reichen. Reichen at the top of the key. Reichen spins. Comes back to Lundy. Lundy underneath. Shot off of the glass, no good. And the rebound is taken away by Fairclough. Fairclough able to bother the shot. Here come the defenders with a chance to build on the 2-point lead. And we've got a reach-in foul called against Jake Jensen. That's going to be foul number 1 on him. Team foul number 4 now on the Lancers. A reminder that our pregame and postgame shows brought to you all season long by Wireless World, your Verizon authorized retailer with 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. Visit them at wirelessworld.com. So Dordt inbounding the basketball, throwing it in Proctor. Proctor gets it into Rankin. Rankin a set play. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 10:50 on the game clock. Rankin has the basketball, goes high post to Milliken. Milliken, Fairclough, right side, Lorenzen. Lorenzen on the baseline. Lucas for the basketball, 9 to shoot. Back out front, Fairclough, and Fairclough throws it away. Defenders have not settled down in this one fully. Lancers taking advantage. And the defenders, a few more turnovers than we're accustomed to seeing. Lancers have it out front. This is Garcia. Garcia in between the circles. Comes back right side, Reichen. Reichen, they go back to Reichen on the right wing. Reichen into the paint against Fairclough. Comes back out front. 3 on the way, off the heel, no good. Rebound tapped and controlled by Rankin. Luke with the basketball. Luke with the ball. Picks it up, gives to the trailer. Milliken, Dordt by 2. 12-10. 3, Lorenzen, good. 3-point bucket for Lucas Lorenzen. He's got 11, and the defenders lead 15-10. 15-10 defenders with the basketball. This is Brandon Garcia. Garcia on the move. Garcia, pull-up jumper from 15, missed it, no good. Snatched by Lorenzen. Here come the defenders. Rankin into the front court. Kick out pass, Lorenzen. Lorenzen, rhythm 3, missed it, no good. Rebound cleared by Mount Marty. Dordt with a 15-10 lead, missed the opportunity to go up 8. Instead, Mount Marty's got the basketball back as we go past the midpoint of the first half. 15-10 defenders. Mount Marty basketball, Lundy. Lundy double teamed, and we've got a travel called on Tosh Lundy. It'll be Dordt basketball. Well, we are keeping track of what's happening across the league. Everybody else started at 7. This is the only doubleheader site. Dakota Wesleyan women are up on Doane by 6, 73-67. Hastings and Northwestern are deadlocked at 62. Briarcliff women are going to win in advance. They're up by 30 in the fourth quarter over Morningside. Left side pass to Bryce Kopic. Kopic splits the defense. Layup left hand good. Bryce Kopic with 4. Dordt leads 17-10. The defenders on a 7-0 run. Here come the Lancers. With the basketball out front, Reichen guarded by Kopic. Gives it off. Back to Garcia. Garcia at the top of the key. Garcia now with it on the wing. Ball taken away by Fairclough. Fairclough hands it off to Lorenzen. Lorenzen snaps it to Rankin. Rankin in the post. Rankin, 2 deep. Kick out pass, Fairclough, rhythm 3, Fairclough, splash. 3-point basket, Ben Fairclough and the Dordt defenders on a 10-0 run. They lead 20-10, timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 1 minute.
Today's broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Hulsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction, Rob Sioux, owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, and decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com.
The defenders on a little bit of a run here, up 20-10. Elsewhere around the conference, Dordt's on a 10-0 run right now. Men's basketball, Morningside leads Dakota Wesleyan 72-54. Looks like Morningside, with 7 minutes remaining, likely will advance. And the Mount Marty Lancers with the basketball in the backcourt. This is Reichen. Reichen guarded there by Kopic. They get it across the timeline to Tosh Lundy. Lundy with the basketball. He gives it up. Reichen. Rugby Reichen with it. Lobs it over the top and throws it away. Intended for the post player from Cairo, Egypt, Angkok Akot. And the Dordt defenders get the basketball back on a turnover with 8 minutes remaining in the half. Rankins into the corner. Lorenzen thought about the three, fading to his left, missed it, no good, and the rebound is taken away by Akot. Akot gets it back, right side Lundy. Lundy with it. Lundy hands it back off out front to Jake Jensen. Jensen with the basketball. Jensen gives it off to Reichen. Reichen down to the baseline, cut off. Now back to Lundy. Lundy, three, missed, no good, and the rebound is cleared by Milliken. Milliken to Rankin. Rankin on the move. Into the corner, Lorenzen. Lorenzen off the glass with a right-hand drive, good. Lucas Lorenzen with 13. Dordt leads 22-10. Bringing the ball up is Jake Jensen. Jensen across half court, and Jensen dribbles it out of bounds, but we've got a foul called first. That's going to go on Lucas Lorenzen. That's number 1 on him. Team not foul number 2 on the defenders in this half. Luke Rankin will check out of the ball game. And the ball inbounded to Rugby Reichen. Reichen, the starting quarterback for the Lancer football team. It's taken a little while for him to round into basketball shape, but he is in the starting lineup, and we've got a hook called before the shot. That's going to go on Milliken, so Connor Milliken whistled for the personal foul, gets called for a hold on the mismatch down low. The defenders right now on a 12-0 run. 7:05 left to play in the first half. Lancers will inbound. Throwing it in will be Reichen. Reichen comes back to Lundy. Lundy with it on the right-hand side, guarded by Hargens. Gets it away, Opdahl. Opdahl three, missed it, no good. Rebound cleared by Milliken, ahead to Kopic. Kopic with the basketball. Kopic, the trailer. Milliken, three, right wing, left it short, no good. Rebound taken away by Hargens, and Jake Hargens with the stick back. Jake Hargens makes it a 14-0 run. Lancers with the basketball. Reichen with it on the left-hand side. Reichen gets the return pass. 6:35 left to go in the half. Lancer basketball, Opdahl. Opdahl with it on the wing. Opdahl splits the defense, lays it up with the right hand. Nobody stops the ball, and he splits the lane. Back the other way, though, a slam dunk for Lucas Lorenzen. So they give one up on the other end, but they get one back, and the Dordt defenders lead 26-12. 15 first half points for Lorenzen. Reichen with the basketball. Reichen takes it across half court, guarded there by Fairclaw. Rugby, Reichen with the dribble, goes back to Opdahl. Opdahl with it on the wing. Damon Opdahl guarded there now by Fairclaw. Ball deflected by Hargens, picked up by Reichen. Back it goes Opdahl. Opdahl feeds it out, 5 to shoot. Lancers with it, and we're going to have a bailout call. Foul came before the shot. Dordt defended everything pretty well until the last 5 seconds. And Jake Jensen is fouled before the shot, by my estimation. I don't think they signaled 2 free throws. They're going to inbound underneath the basket. That foul was charged to Bryce Kopic. Everything but the finish that time for the defenders in terms of the defensive stop. And the Lancers inbound the ball, trailing 26-12. Acott back over to Opdahl. Right-handed 3 from the left wing is good. Opdahl with the 3, he's got 5, and the defender lead is 26-15. Kopic up the floor, blow by, kicks it out. Milliken back to Hargens. Hargens has it tapped away from behind, and it's out of bounds. And the initial indication from Nick Nelson was out of bounds off of Dordt. In my estimation, there was no way that was possible. Scott Abels on the far sideline says, yeah, that was last touch by Mount Marty. It'll be Dordt basketball. So Dordt gets the ball back, leading 26-15. Milliken checks out of the ball game. Luke Rankin will throw it in left side of the lane as we face the hoop. And Luke to trigger it. Mac Reichen checked into the ball game. Lorenzen down on the block. They bring the double team. And Lorenzen fouled in the act of shooting. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Lucas Lorenzen with 15 first half points, and now he'll go to the free throw line. It's a testy crowd for Mount Marty today. This is as active as I have ever seen a Mount Marty team since about 2020, when they upset the defenders here at the DeWitt in a quarterfinal round game. A lot colder that particular night. 27-15, defenders leading. And a second free throw on the way. Colin Othier giving the officials an earful right now. Lorenzen makes the first one, makes the second. He's got 17 first half points. And the defenders lead by a baker's dozen, 28-15. They've led by as many as 14 at 26-12. Lundy with the basketball, guarded by Rankin. Rankin not given an inch. Lundy will drive in, and Lundy is fouled on the play before the shot. It's going to be foul number 5 on the defenders, foul number 1 on Luke Rankin. So they're not giving up the drive to the hoop, but the foul is called. So Mount Marty with a fresh 20 to work with, 5:08 remaining. First half of play. Vanesson on the defense. They come back over to Lundy. Lundy 3, missed no good, and the rebound is taken away by Lorenzen. Lorenzen with the basketball. Lorenzen hands it off to Luke Rankin. Rankin across the timeline. Dordt by 13. Here's Hargens back over to Vanesson. Dordt with it, right side Kopic. Kopic floater off of the glass, missed it, no good. Rebound deflected out. Lundy comes up with it. Lundy with the basketball. Dordt up a baker's dozen. Tosh Lundy back over to Acott. Acott driving in against Lorenzen. Lorenzen holding his ground. Comes back over to Mac Reichen. Dordt leading 28-15. It's been a defensive struggle so far. Reichen, they get a screen. Mac Reichen down to the block. Cut off there by Rankin. Shot missed, no good. Rebound cleared by Lorenzen. Lorenzen now with 3 rebounds. Right side Kopic on the move. Kopic, kick out pass. Rankin 3. Got it! Luke Rankin with the 3-point basket. Dordt extends the lead to 31-15. 16-point advantage for the defenders with 4 minutes remaining in the half. Left-hand pass goes over to Sutton Arend. Dordt on defense. Right side pass it goes to Mac Reichen. Mac Reichen back out front. Ball deflected out. Nearly taken away by Rankin. Goes out of bounds. It will be Lancer basketball. So you got Reichen and Reichen for the Lancers. You got Rankin for the defenders. It can all get a little confusing. Mac and Rugby, the Reichens on the Mount Marty team. Luke Rankin for the defenders, closing out his senior campaign and his Dordt career. 3 to shoot. They get it underneath. Jump hook in the lane, no good, and the ball deflected out, picked up by Rankin. Here comes Dordt. Luke Rankin with the basketball. He's held at midcourt by Lundy, and Lundy just didn't want him to get going downhill. Commits the personal foul. That's foul number 6 on the Lancers. And the Dordt defenders will inbound the basketball. Dort's got 1 foul to give on their side of the ledger. Bryce Kopic gets the ball inbounded to Luke Rankin. And Kopic will set the offense with 3:20 remaining in the first half. Kopic in traffic, back over to Rankin. Rankin, nothing there, back over to Kopic. Kopic goes left, comes back right. Baseline jumper, missed it long, no good. Rebound taken away, Mac Ryken. Ryken with the basketball, and we've got a travel violation. Happy feet that time for Thalen Schrader, the 6'5 junior from Spencer, South Dakota. Lucas Lorenzen checking back into the game. Bryce Kopic will check out. Dordt women earlier tonight, victorious over Mount Marty, 80-66. Dordt men leading 31-15 as we close in on the end of the first half. Rankin peels it off to Hargens. Hargens layup good on the pick and roll. Jake Hargens with 4, and the defender lead is 33-15. 2:51 left to play in the first half. Dordt has outscored Mount Marty 23-5 since it was 10-10. Mac Ryken back the other way, finishes with the right hand from the left side. Dordt leads 33-17. Dordt throws it away. 33-17, defenders turn it over, and here come the Lancers. Dordt was up moments ago by 18, now lead by 16. Lundy with it, throws it into the corner, Mac Ryken. Ryken, nothing there, comes back, right side Opdahl, might have traveled with it, no call made. Opdahl back outside to go Schrader, it's stabbed at and taken away by Proctor. Proctor gets around his man, lays it up with the right hand, gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Jake Proctor to shoot a couple, with Dordt leading 33-17. Rock Valley wins their game with Pocahontas 65-51, regional final play. First free throw up by Proctor, no good. Another one on the way for Jake Proctor, 89% free throw shooter. Hasn't shot a ton of them this year, 8 of 9 entering the game, so 8 of 10 now. Another free throw on the way. Second free throw for Jake Proctor. And Proctor trying to extend the lead for the defenders to 17, and that one's going to be strong, but it goes down. Jake Proctor, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Defenders lead 34-17. Defenders by 17, 2-minute warning of the first half. Rugby Ryken takes it across half court. Ryken with it on the right-hand side. Comes back over to Mac Ryken. Down to the baseline. This is Sutton Arend. Arend against Proctor, and Sutton Arend with a 2-point bucket. He's got 4. And the defenders lead 34-19. Back it comes out front, Fairclough. Fairclough throws it back to Jake Proctor, and Ben's going to be called for a foul as he got in too deep on the dribble, tried the kick-out pass. Somebody told me once, post players want to be guards. They want to go, take the ball off the dribble, and sometimes it works out. That time it did not, as Ben Fairclough gets whistled for the personal, his first, team 7th, but a player control foul, so no free throws. Mount Marty with a chance to cut into the 15-point lead. That was 18 not that long ago. Dordt looking for a defensive stop. This is Ryken. Rugby Ryken with it on the left-hand side. Brings it back to the top of the key. Throws it down low to the posting up. Tosh Lundy. Lundy bangs it off the glass. No good. Gets his own rebound back. Shot no good, but a foul on the play called on Ben Fairclough on the block shot. And they must have got him with the body because it was pretty clean up top, and Ben Fairclough has just picked up his second personal foul. Tosh Lundy will go to the free throw line. He had 8 points early. He'll be checking into we will have a change coming up here. Jake Hargens shooting the free throw. Jake Hargens waiting to check in with the free throw shot by Lundy. Lundy misses the first one. He's got another one coming. Fairclough will check out. Hargens will check in. Rankin, Kopic, Lorenzen, and Milliken on the floor for the defenders with 1:15 left to go in the half. Second free throw on the way for Lundy. So Lundy scored a lot of points so far in his Mount Marty career. Came in firing as a freshman and hasn't stopped. The second free throw is up and through, so Lundy goes 1 of 2. And it's 34-20. Defenders were up 18 at one point, 33-15. Lancers have outscored the defenders since then, 5-1. Defenders will bring it across half court with Luke Rankin. Rankin goes left-hand side, Lorenzen. Lorenzen trying to feed it over to Hargens, and the ball deflected out. Dordt leading by 14. with 1:05 remaining in the first half. Don't we wish it was regulation? Lorenzen out front to Hargens. Hargens hands it back over to Rankin. Rankin with it, 1 minute left to go in the half, 14 on the shot clock. Kopic back to Rankin. Rankin throws it into the corner, nobody home. Rankin expected a player to be there over in the corner, threw it to where he thought a player might be, but the ball ends up out of bounds. Last touch by Dordt. It'll be Marty basketball, stolen away by Kopic. Kopic to Rankin. Rankin picks up his dribble, passes it back over to Lorenzen. So Dordt gets the steal by Kopic. Throw it into the corner. Milliken, 3-ball on the way. In and out, no good. Everything but bottoming out. And now here come the Lancers with a 5-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Lancer basketball, Ryken. Rugby Ryken with it out front. Ryken at the top of the key. Throw it over the top for Lundy. Take it away on the weak side. Help by Lorenzen. Here comes Dordt. Rankin with it over half court. And Dordt will hold for the final shot of the half. 34-20, defenders by 14. Right side with it is Rankin. Whispers through a 17-footer with 2 seconds left. One, and that's going to be the last points of the first half. Luke Rankin drops one in on the pull-up with 2 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Dordt leads 36-20 as we hit halftime. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Wireless World. Verizon authorized retailer, 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. Visit them at wirelessworld.com. We're at halftime. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with a recap of the first half of action, along with some highlights, and we'll take a look at what else is happening in the conference right after this. This is Dordt basketball on KIHK. Back with more in 2 minutes.
Hello, Dordt University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a team member or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. There's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has for each game, and that's a game plan. And no matter the outcome of the game, there's tremendous value in growth in working together as a team to execute that game plan. What about you? Do you have a game plan for your financial life? Or are you so busy with everything else that life throws your way? If you don't have either the time or the desire to spend hours and hours learning and keeping up with the changing rules in the financial world, and then figuring out how that applies specifically to your financial life, you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, the planning firm here in Sioux Center has been helping households build and execute their financial game plans on all the things more important than money. I'm Tom DeYoung, president of the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule a complimentary Discover meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your financial game plan on all the things in your life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts Radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com or on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
Well, as we come back from halftime or at halftime, those of you watching on the Dordt Media Network, you saw a presentation happening at half court, and that was Dale Zavenberg, the faculty athletic representative, being recognized for his 15 years of service in that role with the Dordt athletic department. And he is stepping aside. He's staying at Dordt. He's focusing his efforts on more of the faculty side of things as well. So we thank him for those 15 years and more or less a volunteer position, and we greatly appreciate everything Dale has done for our athletic department. You have an eligibility question, he is the man to ask. And it was women's basketball. Before we go any further, it was Hastings securing a win over Northwestern, 81-70. That is the opponent now for the Dordt Defenders on Saturday at either 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Let's go ahead and roll the highlights for the first half of this men's contest. Dordt has not trailed. Dordt scored first. And we had one tie. That was at 10-10. Lucas Lorenzen got the defenders going early. He had 3 threes in the first half, along with a couple of twos, and actually 3 twos by my count. Seeing if that math works out. That's 17. So 3 threes, 3 twos, and a couple of free throws. Marty Lancers, Tosh Lunde had 9. Tried getting to the hoop. They had varied success. Damon Opdahl got a couple of late field goals. He's got 5, and he knocked down a 2, a layup. Moments on that last highlight, and then comes through with a 3 from the right wing. The defenders, Luke Rankin, also had a 3 and a 2 in the first half, as he knocked down a triple, and then gave the defenders a 16-point lead at the half with a pull-up jumper from 17 feet right before the horn. Dordt leads 36-20. We've got a lot to tell you about. We've got the official numbers to tell you about. We've got some scores from the conference as well to fill you in on. The Dordt defenders led by Lucas Lorenzen, 17 first half points, while the Dordt defenders, the Mount Marty Lancers are led by Tosh Lunde with 9 points. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with a rundown of all the numbers from the first half of play right after this 2-minute timeout.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa, life in the center of everything, where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors, knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Hi, this is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping, and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
The Greenhouse, located in Hall, Iowa, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel, only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center, with a second location opening soon in Sanborn.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit epremierbank.com or stop by any of the 5 Premier Bank locations in Iowa or South Dakota to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
36-20, defenders by 16. First half numbers, Dordt 14 of 29 shooting, 48%, 5 for 12 on threes, 42%, 3 for 5 on free throws, 60% for the Lancers, 8 of 24 from the field, 33%, 1 for 7 on threes, 14%, 3 for 4 on free throws, 75%. Mount Marty with a 17-15 rebounding edge. Dordt committed 7 turnovers. Mount Marty committed 12. Lucas Lorenzen leading the way for the defenders with 17 points on 6 of 10 shooting. 5 points for Luke Rankin, 4 for Bryce Kopic, 3 for Ben Fairclough, 4 for Jake Hargens, 2 for Ty Vadessen for their total of 36. For the Mount Marty Lancers, 9 for Tosh Lunde, 5 for Damon Opdahl, 4 for Sutton Aaron, 2 for Mac Ryken for their total of 20. Tosh Lunde had 4 rebounds. Sutton Aaron had 5 for the defenders. 4 rebounds, 4. Lucas Lorenzen, 3 for Ben Fairclough, Connor Milliken, and Luke Rankin. 3 assists for Luke Rankin, 2 each for Bryce Kopic and Ben Fairclough. 2 steals for Jake Proctor for the defenders, as the defenders lead by 16 at halftime, 36-20. Let's take a 3-minute break this time around. 3-minute break, and we'll be back with a rundown of all the scores from the conference. We've got everything in the books, but this one, let's take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back with more from the DeWitt Gym in 3 minutes.
Hi, this is Jennifer Jansen at Epic Realty. At Epic Realty, we take pride in providing professional real estate services with integrity and expertise. Give us a call or stop by our Sioux Center office and visit our website at epichomerealty.com.
Premier Bank is proud to support Dordt University. Visit epremierbank.com for locations and more information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Today's broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Hulsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants, offices in Sioux Center and Lars. Helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. This broadcast brought to you by the Ullman Funeral Homes, Chad Ullman, Lori Ewell, and Taylor Van Witchell, providing professional attention to every detail. Today's broadcast brought to you by M&H True Value of Rock Valley. Behind every project is True Value. Start right. Start here.
We appreciate the mission of Dordt, but more importantly, the organization, the team of people at Dordt live out that mission every day.
Dordt University's Christian perspective is thoughtfully and authentically applied in all areas of life. Live your faith in every area of life at Dordt University.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning in to the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
36-20, the Dordt defenders leading by 16 at halftime. Scores from around the league. Dordt will host Hastings on Saturday. Hastings an 81-70 winner over the Northwestern Red Raiders. pulled away in the fourth period, did Hastings. Hastings, the biggest turnaround, and they turned it around. They're going to make the NAI National Tournament, in my estimation. They'll take a 23-6 mark into the contest. They knocked off Dordt about a month ago, and so they'll play again on Saturday. Dakota Wesleyan defeats Doane 79-71 in women's play, and Briarcliff defeats Morningside 89-52. Briarcliff and Dakota Wesleyan will play, and that will be at Dakota Wesleyan. Dakota Wesleyan, the number 2 seed. So your Saturday women's games, Dordt hosting Hastings, Dakota Wesleyan hosting Briarcliff. Those will be a couple dandies. So far it's been all chalk for you bracketologists, as the top seeds winning at home. Morningside a 91-74 winner in men's play over Dakota Wesleyan. Northwestern was up on Briarcliff late, and they're up 18, and that one's gone final. 83-65, Northwestern over Briarcliff. Northwestern advances to the semifinals, where they will meet Concordia in Seward. Concordia 101-81 winner over the Midland Warriors this evening in quarterfinal round play. Let's take one more 1-minute break. We'll be back with the second half of play from the DeWitt Gym in 1 minute.
See Proactive Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab when the aches and pains won't go away. Visit proactivephysicaltherapy.net when you want to get back to the activities you love.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home.
Homegrown. Community. Family.
Innovators.
Growth.
Faith.
Legacy.
We are dedicated to Egg.
Mount Marty with the basketball as we start the second half of play. Lancers have it out front. Rugby Riken dribbling, goes to Opdahl. They hammer it inside. Back to the basket. Left-handed shot, no good. And the rebound is cleared by Bryce Kopic off of the miss by Jared Lopez. Dordt back the other way. Kopic with it. Gives it off to Rankin. We resume play in the second half. Right side pass. Fairclough, 3, good. Ben Fairclough with his second triple, and the defenders extend the lead to 39-20. Dordt got a defensive stop on one end as we got into the second half, and they get a 3 on the other end by Ben Fairclough. He's got 6 points now in the defenders' lead, biggest lead of the ball game, 39-20. Damon Opdahl feeds it down low. Milliken on the defense, and they get the ball inside to Sutton Aaron. Aaron with the 2-point bucket. Dordt leads 39-22. 19 minutes left to go in the game. Pass goes left side. Kopic on the move. Bryce comes back over to Milliken. Milliken, Lorenzen. Lorenzen kicks it into the corner. Kopic, 3, missed it, no good. Long rebound, baseline, left side. Damon Opdahl. Opdahl with it, gets around Lorenzen. Dordt by 17. They've led by as many as 19. Here comes Riken. Riken with a right-handed layup, good. Rugby Riken with his first field goal. Dordt leads 39-24. Back-to-back buckets by the Lancers. 3 by Lorenzen. Left it short, no good. And just like that, the Lancers with a chance to cut further into the 19-point lead. Riken has it out front, and he's guarded by Milliken. Gives it off Aaron. Aaron with it. Aaron spins into the lane. His shot hangs on the rim and falls through. Dordt might use a timeout here. They got up by 19. They've given up 6 in a row. It's now a 13-point ball game, 39-26. Still plenty of work to do in this one. Milliken comes back over to Rankin. Rankin with it, left side Milliken. Milliken to Kopic. Kopic left corner, 15 to shoot. Kopic back over to Rankin. Rankin shakes left, goes right. Gives right side to Fairclough, misses the 3. Rebound cleared by Mount Marty. Here come the Lancers. Riken on the run. He gives it to Lundy. Lundy back to Opdahl. Opdahl down to the baseline. Opdahl shot blocked. Rebound cleared by Fairclough. Here come the defenders and Kopic. Kopic left side. Milliken 3, missed it. Too strong, no good. Rebound cleared by the Mount Marty Lancers, and with nearly 3 minutes gone in the second half, the Lancers have neutralized the Dordt momentum. Dordt was up 19. They've scored 6 in a row, and they've got the basketball back. Defenders have had some open shots, and they have missed from the perimeter. Reichen comes back over to Arend. Arend with it, gives it to Opdahl. Opdahl right side to Lunde. Lunde puts it up, off of the glass, good. Tosh Lunde with the 2-point bucket. He's got 11. Dordt leads 39-28. 8 unanswered by the Lancers, and now Tosh Lunde commits the foul on the other end. And Luke Rankin will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So let's see if Rankin can stop the bleeding for the defenders. Dordt was up 19 not that long ago. Hit a 3 out of the halftime intermission. First free throw is up and good for Rankin. Another one on the way. So Rankin makes the first one. He's got another one on the way. Second one is up and good as well. He's got 7. 41-28. Defenders. Bringing the ball up is Rugby Reichen. Reichen passes right side Opdahl. Opdahl looking. Opdahl on the wing. Goes to the post, player posting up, and we've got a foul called on Luke Rankin on the help defense. That's foul number 2 on Luke Rankin. Nothing on the calendar for tomorrow in terms of Dordt athletics, other than NAI National Championship track and field, but nothing at home. Pass into the corner, Opdahl. Opdahl rattles the 3, no good. Rebound taken away by the defenders. Here comes Rankin. Luke with the basketball, snaps it into the corner. Lorenzen spins, and he's hacked on the arm on the spin move. Who's the foul going to go on? Tosh Lunde says, give it to Damon. He points right at him, and friends like that, who needs enemies? Damon Opdahl picks up his second personal. Would have been number 3 on Lunde. Rankin to throw it in. Snaps it into the corner. Lorenzen, high release on the 3. Missed it, no good. Puts it on the glass. And we've got a charge called against Lucas Lorenzen as he tried to go into the paint. And hits it too hard off of the glass. It'll be Mount Marty basketball back, trailing by 13. 16-15 remaining. See if the defenders can get things righted here. Had some bodies hit the floor inside the charge circle, so they'll take a moment to wipe some of that moisture up off of the floor. Women's basketball, Hastings will be at Dordt on Saturday, and Briarcliff will be at Dakota Wesleyan. Reichen with the basketball across the timeline just in front of the 10-second violation. Goes left side back over to Lunde. Lunde to Reichen. Reichen puts it on the deck a couple of times, lost it, picks it up, 9 to shoot, now to Opdahl. Opdahl, they get it underneath and rattled, no good. Missed shot in the paint by Arend. Here comes Dordt. Dordt with the basketball. Rankin out front, Fairclough. Fairclough, Milliken. Milliken with it, right side, Ben Fairclough. To Kopic. Kopic on the elbow, 17 to shoot. Bryce, pull-up jumper, 15-footer, right side, good. Mid-range jumper for Bryce. Dordt extends the lead back to 15, 43-28. Lancer basketball, Reichen with it out front. Reichen comes back out front to Lopez. Lopez, 6'6" senior from Lincoln. Passes back to Rugby Reichen. Reichen to Arend. Arend shot blocked by Kopic. Rebound the defenders. Here comes Rankin. Rankin with the basketball, drops it off, gives it up Milliken. Milliken shot no good initially, but he gets the putback. It was caught underneath the basket a little bit too far, and Milliken thought about the reverse, then went straight up with it, missed it. Here's Opdahl, guarded by Lorenzen. Pass goes left side. Arend, back, right side, Reichen. Reichen, Kopic switches, picks him up. They get it back to Lunde. Lunde throws himself into Ben Fairclough, gets the shot to go, and Ben picks up his third personal foul. Tosh Lunde will go to the free throw line for a 3-point play opportunity with 14:36 remaining. Dordt leading 45-30, pending the free throw. Milliken and Rankin check out of the ball game. Fairclough checks out as well. Proctor, Hargens, and Ty Van Essen check in. So Tosh Lunde will go to the free throw line. trying for the three-point play. He's 3 for 4 today. And his free throw is up on the rim and drops through. Three-point play for Lundy. And the defenders lead 45-31. Rankin goes to Hargens. Hargens off the glass, no good, but he's fouled on the play by Damon Opdahl. Opdahl whistled for his third personal. The Dordt defenders are going to call a timeout. The Mount Marty Lancers will call a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today.
Colin Othier hot under the collar, and he signaled for a full-length timeout initially, and then as the official came over to the bench, as the official was watching the bench and giving his signal for the timeout, he changed his mind to a 30. And he is hot about that foul call as well that Jake Hargens drew. Jake Hargens will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one is up and good. Nick Nelson giving Colin Othier a lot of leash here too. 5 points now for Hargens. Another one on the way. Second free throw is up and good as well. So Hargens with 6. And the defenders lead by 16, 47-31. Now let's see if Mount Marty, that was a pretty fiery timeout huddle. Let's see if they get going and put together a little charge. Into the paint is Lundy. Lundy shot no good. Dordt held their ground. That was Bryce Kopic, and here come the defenders. Kopic into the front court. Three-pointer, top of the key. Bang, bang. Well, just a bang, bang, not a bang, bang, bang. They say that his toes were on the line, and the Dordt defender lead is 49-31. How disappointing is that? Into the lane. Short shot is up and good for Sutton Arend. Arend with 10. And the defender lead is back to 16, 49-33, 13:40 remaining. Kopic, right side, Lorenzen. Lucas with the basketball. Throws it to Hargens. Hargens into the paint. Throws it back to Proctor. Proctor left side 3. Missed it, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Ty Van Essen. It'll be Mount Marty basketball. The defenders have settled for some threes today. 19 of their 40 field goals have been three-point shots. They are 12 for 22, 12 for 21 inside the arc, 6 of 19 outside the arc, 7 of 9 on free throws. Mount Marty basketball down 16. They've got the ball. Bringing it up is Garcia. Garcia setting the offense for the Lancers. Morningside awaits the winner of this one. Morningside will either host or play here at the DeWitt on Saturday. This is Garcia dribbling, goes right baseline and the two-point bucket for Arend. Arend with 12, and the defenders lead 49-35. Arend hardly played against the defenders the first time these two teams played, or the second time. He had 8 most recently. Step back 3 by Lorenzen, no good. And back we go the other way. Dordt leading by 14, 49-35. Pass goes down to the baseline. Acott. Acott with it. 12:35 remaining in the ball game. Ball's put on the deck. Lowering his shoulder is Arend. Arend shot in the paint. Good. Well, beg your pardon. That's Jake Jensen with a 2, his first. And the Dordt lead is a dozen, 49-37. Dordt unable to put this Lancer team away. Dordt's been up 19 and 18. Lead by dozen right now, and they turn it over. Mount Marty with the basketball in the backcourt. Arend. Dordt stabbing at it. Got to get back on defense now. 12 minutes remaining in regulation. Still plenty of time for Mount Marty. They go to Acott. Acott comes back out front. Pass it into the corner, and a reach-in foul called on Jake Hargens. So Jake Hargens whistled for the personal, his first. Team foul number 4 on the defenders with 11:53 remaining. Dordt leading 49-37. Not that long ago, Dordt was up 49-31. Mount Marty on a 6-0 run right now. Earlier today, they had a 9-0 run. Right side pass goes to Lundy. Lundy down to the baseline, guarded by Hargens. And the drive to the lane for Acott. Acott with a 2-point bucket. And the defender lead is 49-39. This is as close as Mount Marty has been since the first half. Dordt was up 36-20 at halftime. Mount Marty has cut 6 points off of that lead. Into the corner, Proctor. Proctor back out front, Rankin. Rankin, 3, good. Luke Rankin with the 3, he's got 10, and the defenders lead 52-39. 52-39, Brandon Garcia across half court. Garcia has it on the left wing, guarded by Proctor. Driving in is Lundy. Lundy against Proctor, holds his ground. Left side drive, Garcia. Garcia down to the baseline. Now Acott. Acott puts it on the deck, back out front. They throw it into the corner. Baseline jumper for Sutton Arend. Arend with another 2. He's got a dozen. Beg your pardon, 14. And the defender lead is 52-41. 10:35 and counting ball game. Comes back right side Proctor. Thought about the 3. Goes to Hargens. Back to the basket. Hargens, left side, underneath, Benessen. Benessen shot, missed it. Tried to draw the contact, didn't finish. And here comes Mount Marty with a chance to make it an 8 or 9 point game. 10:15 and counting, ball game. Lancer basketball, Garcia. Garcia over to Acott. Acott puts it on the deck. Acott able to get to the rim, lays it up, good. 4 points for Acott. Back-to-back buckets, and the Dordt defenders lead 52-43. But the Lancers, coming back from a 19-point deficit, they've got it back to single digits. Timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 1 minute.
Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast brought to you by Flooring and Design in Sioux Center. Whether you are building a new home, remodeling your current home, or wanting to freshen up your decor, we can help make your home as unique as you. Stop in to see us at Flooring and Design.
Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, and window treatments at your local Furniture Mart. They are family-owned and located in downtown Sioux Center.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ski-Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether you're building or replacing, Ski-Bout Window and Door has the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski-Bout and see the difference. Today's broadcast brought to you by Prairie Life Chiropractic, combining skill and expertise that spans the entire chiropractic, acupuncture, and physical health spectrum. They want you to move better and live better.
The Mount Marty Lancers on a 16, they were down at 1 point, 49-31. That's their most recent large deficit. They've outscored Dordt since that point, 12-3. And now the defenders will bring the basketball up with Luke Rankin. Rankin across the timeline, 10 minutes remaining in this contest. Proctor, head fake, comes back over to Prince. Prince tries to throw it down low to Ben Fairclaw and right through the wickets. Ben unable to gather in the bounce pass. And now the Dordt defenders will play defense with with a 9-point lead, and the Lancers will bring it up. Brandon Garcia will bring it across the timeline for Mount Marty. So Garcia with it, center court. Pass goes high post, Acott. Acott at the free throw line against Fairclaw. Comes back to Lundy. Lundy is fouled before the shot. It's going to be team foul number 5 against the defenders, and that's going to go on Tyler Prinz. That's number 2 on him. The defenders, 7 of 21 from the three-point line, 19 of 43 total. Lancers 19 of 41, 1 of 8 on three-pointers. They trail by 9 right now. Underneath. And up off of the glass, muscling it in, is Jake Jensen. Jensen with 4. Dordt leads 52 to 45. Mount Marty continues with the momentum. Right side pass, Prince. Prince to Proctor. Proctor. And we've got a foul called. A hold called against Mount Marty and Brandon Garcia. Garcia will pick up his first. It's going to be team foul number 4 against the Lancers in this half. With 9:18 remaining, somebody's got to step in and reestablish order for the defenders. Lorenzen back in the game along with Milliken. And Rankin to throw it in. Throws it over the top, over the shoulder catch for Hargens. Hargens comes back over to Milliken. Milliken right side, Lorenzen. Lorenzen with the basketball out front, 10 to shoot. Goes back right side, Fairclough. Fairclough on the wing beyond the three-point line, Hargens. 5 to shoot. Back to Milliken, into the corner, Rankin. Rankin dumps it underneath. Shot is up, no good. And the rebound is cleared by Mount Marty and the Dordt defenders. A shot clock violation. 52-45, Dordt by 7 after leading 39-20 to start the second half. It's been all Mount Marty here in recent history. Lancers have it out front. Brandon Garcia. Garcia, they're going to look down low for Acott. Driving right-hand side. Ball poked away by Lorenzen. Lorenzen saves it in. Here comes Rankin. Rankin on the run. Luke Rankin driving in. Puts it up with the left hand. No good, but he is fouled. Foul's going to go on Damon Opdahl, I believe. That's going to be number 4 on him. Somehow that ball stayed in play on the sideline. And Luke Rankin will shoot 2 here with the defenders leading 52-45. Team foul number 5 against Mount Marty. Rankin's first free throw is good. Another one on the way for Rankin. Now, one thing about this Mount Marty team, it would be out of character for them to make up ground at the three-point line. They don't shoot many three-pointers. They rely predominantly on the 2. Second free throw by Rankin is good. He's got 7. And the defenders are back up by 9, 54-45. Now you're looking for a stop for the defenders. 8:27 left to go in the half. That's in the ball game, I should say. Pass comes out front with it is Jensen. Jensen with the basketball, back to Arend. Right side, Lunde. Lunde working in against Lorenzen. Lunde fading away, tough shot, gets it to go. Tosh Lunde with the 2-point bucket. He's got 16. Defenders lead 54-47. Rankin splits the defense, lost it off of the glass. Rebound controlled by the defenders. By the Lancers, and high off of the glass, it's good. Dordt out of character right now. Lead by 5. Lancers putting together a run. Dordt with the basketball. 7:40 left. Rankin in the corner. Back out front, Kopic. Kopic gives right side, Milliken. 3, got it. 3-point basket, Connor Milliken. He's got 5, and the defenders extend the lead back to 8. And a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 1 minute.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Volink Enterprises Incorporated, building homes for families and businesses in Northwest Iowa since 1962. Let's work together to bring your vision into reality. Volink Enterprises Incorporated.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
Today's Dordt Media Network broadcast, brought to you by Cruise & Cruise PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lamars, helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere.
go in the contest. Dordt leading 57-49. The Lancers closing to within 5. Dordt answering with a three-pointer by Connor Milliken. And for Milliken, he's got 5 points now. And the Dordt lead is 8. Lancers will inbound. And they will get the ball inbounded to Brandon Garcia. Garcia will bring it up. Plenty of time remaining for both teams. Mount Marty's been fighting from behind the entire contest. Lunde double team, puts it up off the glass, missed it, no good. Rebound corralled by Lucas Lorenzen. Here come the defenders, Rankin. Rankin with it on the left-hand side, tries to get around Lunde. Lunde retreats. Rankin dribbles it back out to the front, goes cross-court over to Kopic, splits the defense. Right corner with it is Milliken. Milliken throws it out front, and it's taken away. Dordt another turnover, and we've got a foul called on the defenders and Luke Rankin. Rankin prevents the layup. With the foul, that's his third. Defenders, too many turnovers today, and that has not been the case this year. That's been one common thread. For the most part, they've taken care of the basketball very well. But tonight they've got 13 turnovers. Yes, both teams with 13 turnovers. That's a wash. Both teams have 24 rebounds. Ball is tipped, and it's tapped and controlled finally by Ben Fairclough. He hands it off to Kopic. Kopic with the basketball. Kopic downhill, puts it up, shot. And we've got a charging foul called on Bryce Kopic. Kopic took it into the lane. And he gets whistled for a charge. I did not think the defender got set, but obviously the officials, Chris Janish, Nick Nelson, and Scott Abels thinking he did, so my opinion doesn't matter. I know that well. Still an 8-point ball game. Mount Marty down 57-49. Lancers have the basketball. This is Brandon Garcia. Garcia with it. Garcia passes out front. They look for the post up. Shot is up. Gets it to go, and a foul called. Sutton Aaron will go to the free throw line for the three-point play opportunity. And he's got an opportunity to bring this back to a 5-point game, 57-51 pending the free throw. Aaron today is coming off an 18-point performance against Concordia. That's his season high. He's got 18 right now and make it 19. So the defender lead is 57-52. With the basketball out front, Rankin. Rankin with it, 6 minutes remaining. Rankin into the corner, Milliken. Milliken answering with a three, yes. Connor Milliken with 8. Dordt leads 60-52. Now you need a defensive stop if you're Dordt. 6 minutes remaining in regulation. Lancer basketball, Brandon Garcia. Garcia in between the circles out front. And we've got a foul called away from the ball. That's going to go on Mount Marty. Sutton Aaron, the Emory, South Dakota native, does not agree. Sutton Aaron, I had him with 19. He's actually got 17 officially, so beg your pardon on that. Dordt now with a chance to build on a 60-52 lead. Want a good possession here if you're Dordt. Rankin with the basketball. He'll bring it up against pressure applied by Brandon Garcia. Into the front court with it is Rankin. Rankin has it at the top of the key, hesitates, comes back right side of Lorenzen. Lorenzen has not scored here in the second half. Pass right side, Fairclough. Fairclough out front, Kopic. Kopic. Right side it goes into the corner, Rankin. Rankin in the corner, and Rankin's pass is deflected out. Last touch by Mount Marty. Dordt's got 5 seconds to shoot. Dordt will inbound right side of the lane as we face the hoop out near the three-point arc. And Dordt will throw it in. Luke Rankin to trigger. Gets it underneath. Fairclough throws it down. Ben Fairclough with a 2. He's got 8. Dordt leads 62-52 on the slam dunk. A lot of misdirection there, and Fairclough got left all by himself. Driving in, nothing there. Comes back. Lunde looking. They go right side, back over to Jensen. Jensen puts the ball on the floor, travels with it, and finally the call made. came in a little bit late as he drags his foot, and the Mount Marty Lancers now need a timeout. Timeout on the floor, charge to the Lancers. Dordt leading 62-52, 5:02 remaining in regulation. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928.
Hey Defender Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender Way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000 member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders.
Still plenty of time remaining, a 10-point difference. It's Dordt basketball as we resume play. The Dordt Defenders with a 62-52 advantage. And the Defenders will inbound the basketball with the length of the floor in front of them. Not enough time, or too much time remaining for you to think about, okay, draining the clock and doing that kind of stuff. Got to produce, still got to produce points if you're the Defenders. Not out of the woods by any stretch. 10-point difference, 62-52. Rankin goes high post. Milliken right side Lorenzen puts it on the deck. And we've got a blocking foul called on the Lancers and Jake Jensen. Jensen whistled for his second. And will there be free throws is my question. They're going to give Lucas Lorenzen the benefit of the doubt as he was going up, they say. He's got 17. He goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. So Lorenzen trying to extend the Dordt lead. Winner advances to face Morningside in the GPAC semis on Saturday afternoon. It'll either be at, it'll be at 4 o'clock here at the DeWitt, or if it's at Morningside, it would be at 3 in the afternoon. Free throws on the way for Lorenzen, up and through. So Lucas makes the first one. He's got another one coming, 18 for Lucas. Well, postseason basketball does have a different feel to it. And make no mistake about it, by the time you play people a third time, you've had about enough of them. Lorenzen makes 1 of 2. It's 63-52, 4:40 remaining. Dordt by 11. Lancers have been as close as 5. Dordt on defense. Defenders right now on a 6-0 run. Free throw line jumper off the mark, no good. A rebound gathered by Lorenzen. Lorenzen with the rebound, hands it off to Luke Rankin. Luke will bring it into the front court, directing traffic. Now you'll start to see Dordt maybe bleed the clock. Rankin into the corner, Kopic. Kopic 3, missed it, no good. Rebound Lorenzen. Lorenzen hit on the way up, can't get it to go, but there to clean it up is Ben Fairclough. Fairclough with a tap in. Dordt leads 65-52. The Defenders right now on an 8-0 run. 3:55 remaining. 3:55 left to go in regulation. With the basketball is Brandon Garcia. They throw it down to the block. Sutton Aaron. Aaron with the basketball. Garcia. Garcia with it on the elbow. Garcia gives it back up left side. Driving in is Jensen. Ball deflected. Picked up by Fairclough. Fairclough Rankin. Rankin fires it ahead. Lorenzen. Lorenzen layup. No good, but there for the rebound and the putback is Milliken, and they'll give Lucas Lorenzen the 2-point bucket and say there was a goaltending call against Mount Marty, and with 3:29 left to go in the contest, the Defenders now in front 67-52. A 10-0 run for the Defenders. 3:29 remaining. The Defenders were up 57-49 with 7:31 left to go and used a timeout. Since then, they've gone on a 10-3 run, and they lead by 15. Rugby Reichen with it on the wing. Reichen out front to Opdahl. Opdahl with the basketball, gives it up Garcia. Garcia on the left wing. Garcia jumper left side good. Brandon Garcia with his first two. Dordt leads 67-54. Rankin will walk it up the floor. Got to get it across the timeline, and he does with 2 seconds to spare. Dordt starting to drain the clock, and we've got a reach-in foul called on Brandon Garcia, and I never understand why players don't agree with that call. He had a hand wrapped around his hip. The official explaining it to him, and Garcia upset. He would like to be allowed to play a little bit more. Rankin, 1 and 1. Free throw is up, good. Luke today, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. 73% free thrower coming into the game. And Luke has 13 points tonight, pending another free throw. Second free throw up and through as well for Rankin. Rankin makes it a 69-54 ball game. The Lancers with the basketball. They're 50% from the floor. 1 of 8 on threes, though. Garcia with it. Garcia gives it up. Backdoor cut. Lundy with a 2-point bucket. Lundy with 18, and the defender lead is 69-56. Dordt with the basketball. Rankin brings it across half court, guarded there by Reichen. And now Rankin with it, 15 to shoot. Defenders going after their 27th win and 29 tries. And Luke has the dribble. Kick out pass, Lorenzen. Lorenzen 3, left it short, no good. Rebound Kopic. Dordt will back it out and recycle things with 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock now. A fresh 20 for the defenders. Kopic dribbling it out front. Opdahl chasing, 10 to shoot. Kopic in between the circles. Puts him on skates. 17-footer, no good. Rebound controlled by Lorenzen. Lorenzen put back good. Lorenzen with 22. Defenders lead 71-56, 142 remaining. Garcia on the right-hand side. Picks up the dribble, throws it into the corner. Sutton Arendt. Aaron gives it up Lundy. Lundy is fouled on the play. And Tosh Lundy will go to the free throw line with his team down 71-56. Stay tuned. At the conclusion of our ball game, we'll be selecting our State Farm player of the game, and also we'll have the Wireless World post-game show. Dordt leading 71-56. Tosh Lundy will go to the free throw line. Tosh tonight, I have him as being 4 of 5 up to this point. Looks like the official stat keeper in agreement with me. Kicks that one off the heel. Lundy an 80% free thrower. And another free throw on the way for Lundy with 91 seconds left to go in this one. Looks like Dordt's going to hang on, but got to finish it out. This was a Mount Marty team that gave Concordia fits for about 30 minutes on Saturday. Second free throw in and out, no good, but we've got a foul called on the play. It's going to go against Mount Marty and Sutton Arendt. And that's going to be foul number 2 on him. Ben Fairclaw will go to the free throw line, and he will shoot 2 free throws. I beg your pardon, 1 and 1. Colin Othier not in agreement. Ben Fairclaw to the free throw line to shoot a 1 and 1. Free throw is up. That one's off the heel, no good. And Bryce Kopic tries to save it in. So Dordt misses the front end of the 1 and 1. Mount Marty still got it. They're down 15. Lancers will bring it up the floor. This will be Rugby Reichen taking it up. 86 seconds remaining. Reichen across half court. Picks up the dribble. Throws it left side. Opdahl. Opdahl 3. Good. Damon Opdahl with the 3 makes it a dozen-point ball game, 71-59. We have a timeout on the floor, charged to the Lancers. Timeout. Mount Marty, this timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds. We'll see if they do, how long they wait with fouling. They will set up full court defense. Connor Milliken to throw it in, gets it into Rankin. Rankin up the sideline, beats the defense. Rankin on the jailbreak, hands it off to Lorenzen. Reverse layup, good. Dordt attacking out of the timeout, 73-59, 67 seconds remaining. Opdahl with the left-hand side. Mount Marty has 2 timeouts remaining, missed the free throw. Rebound taken away by Xavier Van Beek, and Xavier is fouled on the play. And X will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Xavier Van Beek, 100% from the free throw line this season. All 2 of them. He is a 3-point shooter by trade, so he's not going to get to the free throw line a ton. First free throw on the way for the senior is up and through. Good for X. Xavier with the free throw. 74-59. Another free throw on the way for Van Beek. Under a minute to go. And Van Beek makes them both. 75-59. Xavier Van Beek stays in the ball game. Rankin and Kopic check out along with Milliken. Dordt by 16, 75-59. Lorenzen will also check out. Get him off the floor. You don't want anybody dinged up at the end of this one. So with under a minute to go, Mount Marty Lancers, you know they're going to come charging down the floor. Let's see if the defenders can get some stops. Leading by 16. Opdahl three-pointer left wing. Missed it. No good. Rebound Xavier Van Beek. Van Beek in the backcourt, and he is fouled. It's going to go on Opdahl, and he's going to foul out of the ball game with 8 points and 47.8 seconds remaining. So free throws on the way. So 2 free throws coming for Xavier Van Beek. Van Beek with a couple of free throws already. Dordt 14 of 18 from the free throw line. So a chance for Xavier Van Beek to extend the lead. And he does. Another one on the way for Xavier. Tyson Bohr is going to check into the ball game for the defenders. Another one of the seniors for Dordt, Ben Loverud, Tyler Prinz. I keep doing that. Tyler Prinz. Second free throw is off the mark, no good by Van Beek. 76-59, defenders by 17, 43 seconds remaining. Shot is missed on the drive, no good. Rebound tapped out. Ben Loverud comes away with it. Mount Marty will concede. Dordt will walk it up the floor. It'll be a hard-earned win, but a win nonetheless. And the Dordt defenders are going to advance to Saturday. They'll face Morningside. And that'll be a 4 o'clock start time at the DeWitt Gym in the GPAC semifinals. Mount Marty concedes. Well, the basketball is Prinz. Gives it to Bohr. 4 to shoot. Back to Prinz. Prinz, top of the key, 3. Missed it. No good. And that's the end of the ball game. Our final score: Dordt 76, Mount Marty 59. Mount Marty ends their year 10-17. The Dordt defenders will advance on with a 27-2 mark, and they will face Morningside on Saturday. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with the Wireless World post-game show right after this 2-minute timeout.
Welcome to the American State Bank Sports Complex.
Biblical truth shapes Dordt's worldview, giving students the wisdom to serve God and neighbor through their work and in their daily lives. Do all that God has created you to do at Dordt University.
Defenders come away with a victory. Wireless World, your local Verizon authorized retailer with 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. Visit them at wirelessworld.com. The Dordt Defenders come away with a win today, 76-59. As I recap it, let's go ahead and run those highlights on the Dordt Media Network. The Dordt Defenders led 36-20 at halftime. They led the entire first half. We had one tie. That was at 10-10. Dordt extended the lead to 18, settled for a 16-point lead at halftime, stretched it to 39-20 to start the second half, and then the Lancers would cut into the lead. They'd whittle it down, and they got as close as 71-56. No, back it up. I'm looking too far along. 54-49. It was a 5-point ball game. Dordt went up by 8, 57-49, called the timeout with 7:31 left to go. And from that point on, outscored the Lancers 19-10. Mount Marty did not shoot much from the outside. They had 2 converted three-pointers. Luke Rankin had 7 assists. Connor Milliken hit a couple of threes, big threes in the second half when Dordt was struggling to get to the points. And they win it by a final of 76-59. Let's go ahead and tell you who our player of the game is as well. Today's player of the game brought to you by Ross Hoekstra with State Farm, serving Sioux County in the tri-state area. Call Ross at 712-722-0806 for your insurance needs. Stop by the Sioux Center office next to Dairy Queen. State Farm player of the game today is Lucas Lorenzen. Lucas Lorenzen today started with 17 first half points, closes with 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 steals. Got Dordt off to a nice start after that's so critical in these tournament games. And the Defenders able to secure the win, 76-59. That is your State Farm player of the game, Lucas Lorenzen. Let's take a look at the numbers for Mount Marty. They were 26 of 54 from the floor, 48%, 2 of 11 on threes, 18%, 5 of 8 on free throws, 63%. The Dordt Defenders, 26 of 56 from the floor, 46%, 9 for 26 on threes, 35%, 15 of 20 from the free throw line, 75%. Dordt with a 33-29 rebounding edge. Turnovers, Dordt committed 14, Mount Marty had 17. The Lancers were led by Tash Lunde with 18 points, 17 for Sutton Aaron, and after that it drops off Damon Opdahl 8, Rugby Riken 2. 2 each for Mac Riken, Brandon Garcia 4 for Acott, and 6 for Jake Jensen. For the Defenders, Lucas Lorenzen 24 points, 14 points for Luke Rankin with 7 assists and a steal. Lorenzen 1 rebound shy of a double-double with 9 rebounds. He also had 2 steals. 10 for Ben Fairclough. He had 9 rebounds, 3 steals, and a couple of assists for the big fella. He also had a block shot. 6 points for Jake Hargens, 8 for Connor Milliken and Bryce Kopic, 3 for Xavier Van Beek, and 2 for Ty Van Essen. For the Defenders, total of 76. The Defenders advance on. They will play on Saturday, and they will meet the Morningside Mustangs. Morningside victorious today over Dakota Wesleyan in Sioux City, 91-74. It'll be Morningside and Dordt, second game of the doubleheader. Women's game will start us off, Hastings versus Dordt at 2, followed by the men's game at 4 o'clock. And I am joined here in the post-game show by Lucas Lorenzen. He had 24 points, 17 in the first half, and comes away with 9 rebounds. Couldn't get one more rebound. Couldn't get the double-double for us today, Lucas.
There's a couple that slipped out of my hand, so the opportunity was there for sure.
Well, we'll take the 9 and advance on. Tournament basketball have a different feel to it?
Yeah, you know, it's always just a little bit different atmosphere, and there's always a little bit more at stake, too. And, you know, a lot of people are saying that this game really doesn't matter since we're already in the national tournament. But, you know, we still got a lot to prove why we're one of the best teams in the country, and just keep going out there and getting as many wins as we can. So
yeah, nobody signs up to go out and not compete. And
yeah.
I've always said it's really easy to get ready on game night.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to play on game night. That's the easy part.
Yeah.
It can be challenging to prepare. How'd practice go leading up to this game?
Man, it was good. We had a lot of good. We just practiced Monday and Tuesday, 2 really good practices. And, you know, we're familiar with this team a lot. You know, play them a couple times a year. We've played them a lot in my 3 years here. You know, they're just a really scrappy team, and we got to give them a lot of credit, too. They had a good 10, 12-minute stretch. You know, they rebound well, and, you know, they defend well. And, you know, we just caught them where their weaknesses are, and I think that's in transition and just getting to the rim as much as we can. So we just practice a lot on those things, and, yeah, we can't look
look over anybody in this conference. So
you got a good start to the game. You end up with 17 at halftime. Then they change some things up defensively, make it a little more challenging for you. What's going through your mind when Connor Milliken knocks down a couple of threes for the team late?
Man, it just shows just how much depth we have on this team, and just honestly how good a lot of these guys are. And it's just cool to see everybody get going, and Ben Fairclough stepping up, making 2 big threes, and yeah, Connor hitting those 2 big ones towards the end of the last 5 or 6 minutes there. Those were really, really big for us. They had a lot of momentum going, and so yeah, Connor stepping up, hitting those big shots. That's what that kid does. He makes the big plays. He gets on the floor, and he plays his role really well, and he knows when to hit those big ones. So
I'm going to let you go. We got another one on Saturday, and let's see if we can keep things rolling back here at the DeWitt. How big is it to play home games at this time of the year?
Oh man, it's awesome. I mean, nobody wants to come to the DeWitt, and that's all we want to do. So yeah, it's teams got to come here and play us, and it's just awesome for us just to play here in front of a home crowd, and yeah, we love it.
I will let you go. Thanks for coming up, Lucas.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
That's Lucas Lorenzen. He is a junior from Milford, Iowa. And the Dordt defenders come away with a 76-59 win today over the Mount Marty Lancers. And Brian Van Haften will settle into the chair next to me in just a little bit. We've given you the numbers, and we've told you about the scores. We can do the scores one more time in conference play, then we don't have to do it later. Women's basketball, Dordt a winner over Concordia 80-66. Hastings a winner over Northwestern 81-70. Dakota Wesleyan over Doane 79-71. Briar Cliff a winner over Morningside 89-52. That was in women's play, and it's straight chalk. All the home teams won today. Dordt beat Mount Marty 76-59 in men's play. Morningside turned away Dakota Wesleyan 91-74. Northwestern over Briar Cliff 83-65. Midland over Concordia Concordia over Midland 101-81. Brian Van Haften takes a seat beside me as the Dordt defenders come away with the 27th win. And you told me Mount Marty was a little different looking than the last time we played them back in January sometime. I nodded my head and I said, yeah, sure, Coach, whatever. How much can you change in one season in basically 6 weeks? You were right. This is a much different looking team, a very competitive team, played to their strengths. It appeared very well. And your team responded well to their challenge tonight.
Yeah, we were resilient tonight, Mike. They definitely did. I told Coach Othier before the game, I said, man, I really admire the way that he has got his team to, they've kind of transitioned within the season, kind of reinvented himself about halfway through the year. And so I have a lot of appreciation for that. I've tried to do that in the past, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I thought they did a really nice job. They don't shoot a whole lot of threes, but I thought we handled it okay. I thought our defense was really good for the first 20 minutes of the game, and the last 10 again, it was really good as well. And we were just resilient. We took care of our pressure points well, and then we made some big shots. Once we kind of got going the last 10 minutes of the game, guys did a good job with that as well.
What was the key for getting the offense going again? Because for a little stretch there, it was challenging, and Mount Marty do something? Was it execution on or decision making with your team? Can you put your finger on it at all?
Well, I don't know. What did we shoot from the field tonight, Mike? It felt like we missed some shots, but we probably ended up shooting it okay in the game. But
26 of 56, so just under 50.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of it right there. I just think we missed some shots that I thought we could make. I thought we had some good looks from three. Even though we were 5 for 12 at halftime, I felt like, man, we had about 3 or 4 more that were just wide open. And I just feel like we could make those. But, yeah, I would say we just missed a few shots. And I thought we had a couple more turnovers than what we needed. Yeah, no excuses. I mean, we've just got to be a little bit better on that side of the floor. But I thought defensively we were pretty good tonight.
You don't have to reach too far back to brush off the scouting report on Morningside. They're coming back here. Very good team. We saw them. What was it? Was that a week ago tonight that we saw them?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Just a week ago tonight. So, yeah, I mean they got an excellent basketball team. They're well coached. They got some experience there, and yeah, we'll have to be on top of our game. That's for sure. And but we look forward to it. We look forward to playing those guys. Have a lot of respect for them, but we look forward to playing them.
Coach, I will let you go. We'll catch up with you again on Saturday.
Thanks again, Mike, for everything that you do.
Yep, that's Brian Van Haften, and the Dordt Defenders come away with a win here this evening in men's play, 76-59. That means the Defenders at 27-2 will take on a Morningside team that is 22-7 for the right to advance on to the GPAC Championship on Tuesday evening. The Dordt women will start the day off on Saturday at 2 o'clock. They'll be facing the Hastings Broncos. Dordt 27-2, Hastings 23-6. We've given you all the scores. We've gone through the numbers. We have given you the State Farm Player of the Game. I think all we have to do is run the credits. So let's roll them. This has been a production of a partnership with Sioux County Radio, the Dordt Media Network, and the Dordt University Athletic Communication Office. Dordt Media Network is under the direction of Rich Lodewijk. The Athletic Communication Office includes Matt Boss and Josh Tatton. Both are staffed primarily by Dordt University students. Sioux County Radio broadcast engineer today was Ellie Martin. I know there was a lot happening back at the Sioux County Radio studios, so great job, Ellie. Our Dordt Media Network operators today were Tyler Vandermolen, Sean Solano, Amber Liu, Lynn Marie Termolen, Noah Zylstra, and Samantha Wilbur. That was a good crew. They're always a good crew working tonight on the Dordt Media Network. And that's going to do it for everyone here at Dordt University. Have a good evening.